folks, welcome back to Smuggler Adventures. I am currently in the elevator and we're going to go explore downtown Disney, walk around and maybe go check out the hotel, so come with me on this adventure. Well, if you guys know, before I left the company, I might be throwing some of my facts in from time to time about when I used to work with the company, but this was always one of my favorite paths to take. It is actually the bridge that goes from downtown Disney to the Mickey and Friends parking garage / Pixar Friends. So it's always been one of my favorite routes. Now before this actually used to be all downtown Disney parking, but I believe during pandemic they actually changed it over to cast member parking. So that's what a lot of these cars are now, from what I believe. It's a bug. I love old Volkswagens. Well, after a nice little walk, we made it to downtown Disney. You know, I'm actually truly excited to be back here. It's been a while since I came back here, almost about a year and a half. It's been quite some time, because I did leave the company for a while. I left the company for about a year. I'm still out of the company, so I didn't go back. And on top of that, I moved up north a little bit, to run a little motel. That wasn't working out, so I decided to move back, and now I think I'm just going to focus on my YouTube. I do Instacart full-time now. I run my Etsy shop and I help my folks on the side. So my plate is kind of full since I moved back, but I like it because it keeps me busy. But the plus side is I only live about 10-15 minutes away from Disney, so I can come here on during the nighttime, or like I like to come around this time. It's perfect. But as you see, they are actually doing some work at Star Wars Trading Post, or should I say buy it. What are we doing? Not be nosy, but hey. And since right now Pixar Fest is going on, they actually have Buzz and Woody from the Cars universe outside of the old sports zone. I remember when these actually used to be inside the park at California Adventure, right there as soon as you walk into Cars Land, but now this time they actually put them outside. So that's pretty cool. I like how Woody's actually an old Woody, like old Woody car. But yes. Then right across from Woody and them, there's a new restaurant opening, which it's been a while since I've been here. Last time I was here, they still had the movie theater, Starbucks, and Earl Sandwich right here. So yeah, it's been quite some time since I've been here. Looks like they got vertical, literally. I know there's a new Disneyland Tower on the other side of this, but looks like they're opening up a new restaurant called Din Tai Fung, so that looks like it's going to be pretty good. I might have to be checking on this weekly. I think I might just found my new series, checking on Downtown Disney once a week. See the construction updates and see what's going on. Ooh, now look at this stage. Now this stage doesn't kind of look like it's something from like Incredibles, but it's like that modern, what they call it. There's a weird name for it. Now we're going to cross over to the old Rainforest Cafe, which is actually Star Wars Trading Post. You know, when you come to Disneyland, we remember a lot of stuff used to be what they used to be. Like this was Rainforest Cafe. Then I remember when the parks were closed, this came here. So yeah, and I think I remember because I was part of the open day cast member for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So it looks like some of the merchandise is still staying. Looks like they probably have some from May the 4th. But I remember when I worked here, they had those cups, the shirt, the lightsabers, their Endok Ondars, the Resistant die-cast. So it's funny because when this shop opened, a lot of us cast members that were in Galaxy's Edge kind of got mad because a lot of stuff here was supposed to be park exclusive and land exclusive. But then they started to move on. But you know what? Maybe it's good that they brought stuff out. So you know what? People can't go into the parks, or maybe just want to have a little piece of Star Wars outside of it, they can have a piece of Star Wars. But the Mr. fans, those Mr. fans were so much trouble during the summertime. They never pumped out that much wind, air, and they always leaked. Now, when I worked in Galaxy's Edge, I mostly worked in Droid Depot, so I remember the version 1 of the backpack, which is blue, which is like a drawstring. Then they went to version 2, which is this one, gray, and they created a full zipper. But most of the time, I would always be building R2 units. But a lot of this stuff is pretty much what they have in the land, so you really don't have to go inside the parks to go get what you want. It's pretty much right here at Star Wars Trading Post. Here's another view of Star Wars Trading Post. Just walked in there. It's pretty much like a catch-all store. So wherever you want to, or if you want to grab something from like the parks or Galaxy's Edge or like Star Trader, that's pretty much where this is kind of like a catch-all. But what I want to point out is there's some more construction. I don't know what this is going to be, but the concept art looks pretty cool. I cannot wait. It's literally been such a long time since I've been here. Literally. But tonight, it's not too packed tonight. I mean, there are people, but it's not too bad. As you see, the sun is starting to set. The lights are starting to come on. But I like how they brought the Pixar theming outside to downtown Disney. It's simple, but it's modern. Oh my god, I'm still trying to think of that one word. I want to say it's mid-century modern. That's what I'm talking about. So a lot of it's like kind of like that 60s, but it's like the modern, so they call it mid-century modern. But I literally like how they brought the decorations outside. They're very subtle. So this one's going to be red, then across the way they have cocoa. It's pretty cool, which is actually not that packed today. Literally, I would still be up to date on things that were happening when I was living out there. And Jazz Kitchen got a big remodel. She's kind of big. It's like that. They went towards that modernness. Then let's see, the Disneyland dress shop right there. I remember when they first opened back up, that was the Star Wars trading post. And a lot of my friends were actually in there. And I remember walking in there and buying like 4 lightsabers. But yes. So I decided to come into Disney Home. If you want to know what's really inside Disney Home, it's a lot of like cups, mugs, and things for your home. But one of the things they have is they have a cookbook for villains. Cookbook for villains. Then since Tiana's Bayou's opening up, they do have a Tiana cookbook. And right below it, they have a Coco cookbook. So I think those are pretty cool. I might have to pick one of those up because I love to cook. But anyways, it's just a lot of cool mugs. I like this mug. If you don't know what this mug is, it's one of my favorite, I say classic Disney movies. It's Mary Poppins, but it's her top of her umbrella. One of my favorites. And they have a tiki room bird. I like this, but the thing is, I don't drink hot coffee. I always drink a lot of iced coffee. I don't drink hot coffee, but I drink a lot of cold coffee, but yeah. So I thought I'd come take a look at Marceline's Confectionery, but it looks like it's actually closed at the moment. It looks like they're probably doing like a refurb. So outside, they actually have a little cart that has some offerings. I believe it's a very limited selection, like candy apples and cookies, but they do offer Marceline's Confectionery still, so I guess we're going to continue walking on. I think I might stop by Starbucks to grab something to drink and probably head to World of Disney to see if they have any new merchandise. Well, of course, I got my Starbucks. If you can see it, it is a iced caramel macchiato with almond milk, upside down. One of my favorites. But one thing is, right here outside of Star Wars Trading Post, there's actually, it may be a little dark, but there is a Toy Story truck. A little Pixar. I believe there's like 50 or over 50 of them heading out the resort. But I did stop by World of Disney. Nothing really caught my eye. Just kind of wanted to walk around to see what was, see downtown Disney again. But one of my favorite areas to go to was the Disneyland Hotel. I remember a couple months before I left, me and one of my best friends decided to just walk around the Disneyland Hotel, and she actually took me up to one of the hallways that had all the themed rooms. So I'll try to go visit that again, and then maybe make my way to the Pixar place, because I have never been there. Even when it was Paradise Pier Hotel, I still haven't been there, so this could be a good first time to go check it out. Now I know this may be a little dark for my camera because I'm shooting it at nighttime, but it's going to be at the end of downtown Disney. It's going to be the Disneyland Hotel. That way it's going to be the Pixar Place Hotel, which I do want to check out. You probably see in the distance, but I'm going to go check out the Disneyland Hotel because one of my goals is to actually stay at all the hotels on property. You think for me, being a cast member, I would have stayed on all the properties and done everything, but honestly, I didn't really do none of that. I mostly just came to work, did what I had to do, and went home. And from time to time, I'd actually go to a park with my friends, but I think my goal now is to try to stay. So I think now my goal is to stay in the Disneyland Hotel, hopefully in each tower, plus maybe the DVC tower. It is so beautiful. Gosh, I love Disney. I'm glad I got a magic key to come back. But ooh, look at that pool now. That would be beautiful to swim in at night, but a little cold right now. So I believe this tower is the Fantasy Tower, which is the main tower where I believe where you check in. Then you have the Adventure Tower, which is right here, which is facing downtown Disney. Then behind here, I want to say it's the Frontier Tower, but you know, I might look into it this summer. If not for my birthday, just treat myself to a night at the Disneyland Hotel. I believe I'm gonna take a look inside the Adventure Tower. Open sesame. Look at, they have models for the Jungle Cruise. Well, the animals that are the models for the Jungle Cruise. What's really cool is in all these towers, there's actually, they're all themed to the bottom of it. Like this one's Adventure, so everything Adventureland themed. Okay, so we are right here. Adventure Tower. So Fantasyland Tower is facing the parking structure. This is facing downtown Disney. Then Frontier Tower is actually facing the Pixar place. I'm going to have to stay here one day. Next, I am going to be checking out the Fantasyland Tower. Now, this one's going to be your main tower. It's going to have a lot of, like, a couple souvenir shops, and I know the lobby's pretty cool, so let's go check it out. So when you first walk in through the back side, they have a little souvenir shop called Small World Gifts and Toys, and they have like your generic park essentials. Yeah, let's see what they have. Doritos, Cheetos. They have like your basic little snacks. At least stuff for your hotel room, which I do want to check this out one day and stay here one day, like I said. They got some sundries right here. Benadryl, Advil, stuff that anything you may need. Then we all know the most important part of a Disney visit is a Mickey ice cream premium bar or the Mickey ice cream sandwich, which are one of my favorites. Here's going to be the lobby where you're going to be able to check in, and if you look at some of the seating, they're actually teacups because you're in Fantasy, so that's pretty cool. Then they have a giant map of Disneyland. I believe this is the opening day map. Correct me if I'm wrong, but look how cool it is. I remember they actually had it themed to Haunted Mansion one time, man. There's one time where when I came here, they would actually, little parts would actually light up. I don't know if they still do that, but yeah, that's a cool map. I want to say it's the original map. Yeah, see, look at Space Mountain was even called Space Mountain. It's called Spaceport. Rocket Flight. Autopia, the People Movers are still there. The Old Faithful, that's the Rainbow Ridge. The Indians are still there. So yeah, this is going to be an old map. I want to say it's maybe the first map, and they still have the Disneyland Tower or Hotel, which only has one tower. Maybe two. Looks like three. But it looks like for sure one. So I'm in the other gift shop. It's a Fantasia. So if you look around, they actually got some things themed to Fantasia. They got the crocodiles, they got the broomsticks. But I believe this is part of, I don't know what series this is part of, but look at this fanny pack. I kind of like it because I like embroidery. This is actually pretty nice. I mean, I will link down below, but I actually make my own fanny packs now, and they're all custom. But I kind of like that. So this is one thing that I think is actually pretty cool. If you were a cast member, if you are a current cast member, under the park, there's actually, well, not under a park, but there's like a tunnel that has, or it's a hallway tunnel, or anyways, that tunnel with all the old classic things starting from the beginning with all the merchandise and all that, and going all the way up to current with all the new merchandise, not merchandise, but all like the current event. Anyways, you get me. Let me show you. So in Disneyland Hotel, they actually have a wall of all Disney through the year, so like merchandise and events. Now, for cast members, they do have that too. There's just like a hallway, but it starts all the way back from 1955, and you see all the different events they had. It was pretty cool. But this is pretty cool. Check out. You can see some old merchant. Ooh, that Donald hat looks a little scary, but I think this looks a little creepy. The old Mickey Mouse mask. Might give me nightmares tonight, but hey, it's pretty cool to see some old merchandise that the parks used to offer. Some old costumes. You know, it's pretty cool to see how long Disneyland has actually been here and see all the different merchandise that's been through here, costumes. You figure a lot of cast members and people have walked through the gates and worked here, so it's pretty cool. But no, I just like to come check out the hotel from time to time. I believe up there it's going to be like the conference rooms, but in the Fantasyland Tower, Adventure Tower. I believe in the Adventure Tower. No, yeah, well, extension of the Fantasy Tower. They actually have original Autopia car, and right behind it, it actually has Autopia through the decades. So when it first started out, 26. Whoa, see, there you go. Bomb's going to be when it first started. Then you have your way, or making it way through history or time. I remember 2000s. I remember this steampunk and like the maroons. I remember that. And then I remember when they were doing the retheming, which is a new current Autopia, and they added the little robot. I believe he used to be here in Intervention, so they kind of brought him back, and it was themed. And now it's powered by Honda. Before it was powered by Chevron, but I remember the 2000s Autopia. Then right next to the Autopia car is going to be Goofy's Kitchen. I have never ate here, so I am going to have to plan a day to bring my brother and his girlfriend here so we can come and enjoy it, because I hear they have good food, I hear it's good entertainment, plus get to meet a couple special people. If you know what I'm talking about, he is right there in the center, Goof himself, and I believe the Fab Five. If pricing probably behind this sign right here, you probably see a little kitchen, but yeah, I would love to come try this. Next, I think we're actually going to be heading to the Pixar Place Hotel. Here's going to be the outside of Goofy's Kitchen. You know, it's just a fun little adventure today, just to walk around the hotels and downtown Disney. Stuff that makes Disney magical and things that I like, why I would come to Disney, because it was my escape place and my happy place. And when I worked here, it was just a job, but now I'm starting to feel the magic again, if you can say it. But I love Disney. I always have loved Disney, even though I left it, I still love Disney. Oh, I want to go check out the Adventure Tower. Let's go check, or no, the DVC Tower. Before we check out the DVC Tower, they have the monorail. You ever just like walk by something, you have that smell, like Pirates of the Caribbean, you already know that smell. Well, here it's the same kind of smell, not the musty, but you can smell the chlorine from the pools. But right here they have Tangaroa Terrace. Never ate in here. You know what? There was a lot of stuff I never did here, and I worked here for 8.5 years. So I think we're going to be starting new chapters here and trying new food, trying new drinks, new adventures. I know there's an outside bar there. You can also eat inside, which is the inside is Trader Sam's. But look how nice it is. You can actually sit outside, enjoy the beautiful weather with tiki torches. They also have a fire pit down the way. So if you guys can see it, here are the hours for Tangaroa Terrace Tropical Bar and Grill from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, they're open up pretty early. Then Trader Sam's is open from 11:30 to 11:55. So from 11:30 to 3:55 it's lunch. Then from 4 to 11:55 it's dinner. But there's an entrance to Trader Sam's. I believe the Tangaroa Terrace is an extension of Trader Sam's. So some of the drinks you can get inside there are the drinks you can also get on the outside too. As Tangaroa Terrace is more like a walk up, and I believe Trader Sam's you actually need a reservation. So my next spot, even though I say I know we're going to head to the UC Tower, I want to check out the Frontier Tower and show you guys something really cool that they have in the lobby. You know, walking this ground, look at this beautiful carpet. I love it. But you know, walking this ground brings back some memories of me and my best friend just hanging out, and I do miss it. I do miss my friends, because they weren't only my friends, but they were my family. So in all the lobbies, they actually play theme music. So right now, playing Woody's Roundup because it is Western theme, but they actually have a quarter scale model of Big Thunder Mountain that's in Disneyland, and this is so cool because you actually get to see the whole ride, and it's a pretty big attraction if you think about it. It's a good size. You figure you board right there, then your first lift tunnel was somewhere over here. Then yeah, it's a pretty good size ride. I think they have like either like 3 or 4 trains running at all times, but yes. And let's see. There's going to be the final lift hill. Ooh. Then if I believe on the final lift hill, as soon as you enter the tunnel right here, I believe there's an upside down horseshoe, and I believe that's either for some luck or bad luck, but yes. Look how cool this detail is. I believe right here where this trail ends is actually going to be the entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So we're pretty much standing in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Okay, there's the first drop, our first lift. There's the second lift, and this is the third lift right here. But pretty cool. So now we're going to go check out the DVC Tower, which I would love to stay here. I know there's a way you can stay here for a good price, and they also have, there's something on the end we have to check out. But if you're wondering what that booming sound is, it's actually 9:30, and it's the fireworks. Let's see if I can show you guys. So on the building, on the DVC Tower, you may be able to see some reflections of the fireworks. Now I believe the fireworks do go off every night during the summer at 9:30, but they are weather permitting. But I like fireworks, but I think my favorite thing about the Disneyland fireworks was the projections and the water screens that they did. So I would be happy with just that, because if you ever seen Disney fireworks, they know how to pull your heartstrings and make you cry. Believe me, Disney shows can really make you cry. The one that always makes me cry, if you have seen it, is going to be World of Color. At the very end, when you hear Simba calling Dad, my eyes water every single time. Every single time. So you know how much times I've seen that show. Then when in Fantasmic, when Mickey Mouse defeats Maleficent, every single time I know the dance the monkeys are used to, and I always get the goosebumps, because I don't know why. It's just something about Disney shows that know how to pull those emotions out in you. They're like, those are my 2 favorite shows. And I believe to get back to DVC Tower, we have to go towards the pool, and instead of going straight towards Trader Sam's, we are going to make a left, and that's going to lead us to the new tower. I'm so excited. I don't know why, even though I'm not staying there. Oh, grand finale. They just lit off all the magic. Glitter everywhere. Glitter is everywhere. Oh, okay. Talking about a grand finale. The villas at the Disneyland. So yes, these are the DVC towers. So if you know, Disney likes to use a lot of acronyms. So instead of saying Disneyland Vacation Club, a lot of people go by DVC. So it's a D from Disney, the V from Vacation, and the C for club, so DVC. So you may hear a lot of acronyms. Look how pretty. Tinkerbell's wings. I like how they have like that mid-century modern. I know my folks see this. We always make fun of the word mid-century modern, because if you think about it, it's a fixer-upper. Well, what my cousin says is they have a mid-century modern house. Short terms, it's a fixer-upper. It's a house built in the 60s and 50s, 60s, and they literally fixed it up. But yes, but the mid-century modern is where it has, think of Incredibles, but in the modern times. That's pretty much what it is. But still, look how beautiful this lobby is. Another beautiful hotel. I like that style. I kind of like the 60s vibe. I have an old 60s car, so I love that vibe. The lighting fixture is very different. Very different. Yeah, I don't know where it starts or where it begins or what it's supposed to be, but it's nice. Gives off a lot of good light. Then it looks like you can actually get 2 tumblers. It looks like one's like a water tumbler and one is kind of like a hot tumbler for $50. Please see your pool concierge or fitness attendant for purchase. That's cool, but it's a little pricey. How beautiful is this? They have like I said, it's a mid-century modern, so it's like the 60s era. The high back chairs, I like this type of style. The see-through fireplace, then a lot of animation. So they got paints, brushes. I believe that's probably Walt Disney. Yeah, that's That's when they first opened their, or when he was first starting out, books. I like the way they have the color of the books. They have your, pretty cool. The elevators. That's Sleeping Beauty. You already know that's Sleeping Beauty. Can anyone go up? I think anyone can use these elevators. Let's find out. Oh. Oh. See the elevators. Pretty.
Going up.
Oh, you can't. Let's go to 12th floor. Just got an elevator, and let me say the hallways are beautiful. Let's go towards this way. Turn you guys around so you guys can see the hallway. Now this is, look at the wallpaper. Has silhouettes of all the ooh, wait a minute. It's like a glitter. I like it, but I want to come check this out. So you see they have some artwork. I want to say this looks like it's from the Jungle Book. How cool. Coke machine, or vending machine, ice machine. Now I am on the 12th floor, so I went to the highest floor it would take me. I like this wallpaper. Wow, look at that. That's a parking structure for, no, why I say parking structure? Let's see, you guys see. That's a parking lot for Downtown Disney. That's a pretty good big parking lot. Now I believe you guys probably recently saw that the Disney Move Forward expansion is supposed to be coming. I want to say they're going to be taking over one of these taking over this parking lot and making it a theme area or extension of the park. But look how beautiful it is. Ooh, that guy has some yellow lights. Look at that. I don't know what that building's used for. It kind of looks like offices. But this is a beautiful tower. Honestly, hallways like this remind me of a cruise. If you already know, I love to cruise. I think before I head out, I'm probably going to go check out the Pixar place. If not, that might be it for today's adventure, but let's see where the night takes us. Nope. Is that? Looks like a room. Trash room. Should we check the other side? Tiana's. Well, that's going to be it for the DVC tower. I think I'll make my way to the Pixar place before I head home, so let's go check that out now. Well, I think I'm going to leave the video off here. I'm probably going to check out Pixar place another time and save that there, make another video of that. But if you did like this adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and that notification bell button so every time I upload an adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Stay safe out there, friends. Before I go, look at this beautiful view. The monorail slides, plus I'm right in between the poles and in between all four towers. This is a beautiful spot. I will definitely be coming back here. But stay safe out there, friends.